Here on the Friday Night Sports Show, we introduce Peter Weir, who is our correspondent for the Horsham District Football League and is one of the ex-great players at Sturt. Very good career when he was a young man in South Australia, gone back to the farm at Rainbow in Victoria, but brings us up to date with what happens with Edenhope-Apsley and Kaniva-Leeor report. And these two clubs play each other in round 5 action at Edenhope. After the last time that Edenhope played, you just have to say Kaniva-Leeor may be primed for their first win of the season. Can the boys in that Cougar outfit do the job against the Saints?
Oh, I think they can. It's hard to pick a team that didn't kick a goal last game, but I think both teams, this will be a start of a new rivalry in the new league, and both of them have a lot to prove, even though it's at the bottom end of the ladder, because the Kaniva boys will want to prove they're a better club than 0-4, and I'm sure the Edenhope boys will want to get out there and rectify their last effort and show that they're a better club than not kicking a goal in their last senior match.
I tell you too, these two sides both come out of KNT, so there is that kind of context of the two South Australian orientated sides, the ones that are the furthest to the border in Victoria, and that for mine is going to bring a really, really big heat for the game. And I think it's going to go right across the grades, because as you take a look at the reserves, and you see that the boys in the Kaniva-Leeor Cougar strip had a bit more success in their reserve side, and they're going to come out really hard, and I reckon they could even beat Edenhope-Apsley, who at the moment are sitting in second to bottom, only above your Parrot Rainbow boys.
Yeah, I think same as in the senior grades. Probably both clubs are lacking a bit of confidence throughout, so it's probably key for the twos and the senior boys just to get their hands on the footy and just try and be clean, because I'd imagine both contests will be pretty hot, as you said, with the new rivalry. So I think whoever settles into the game gets some clean possession, gets the ball in their team's hands and just builds some confidence. I think it's not going to be about someone kicking 5 or 6 goals to win the game. I think they're just going to have to strip it right back to basics and play good team footy, and whoever can gain possession and stay cleanest over the day, I reckon will win both grades.
I tell you what, when it comes to their under-17 sides, both of them have been absolutely poleaxed every week they've played. Yet this time, 11 plays 12, the bottom two sides. Who gets their first win of the season?
Oh, I think I'll back the Kaniva boys, but yeah, both teams are struggling on numbers there.
They certainly are, in the really short numbers. And in the 14-year-old grade, it gets a bit better here for the Edenhope-Apsley side. But in the context of this, it's 5th playing second, and Kaniva-Leeor in 5th place. They might fancy themselves this, I reckon, at the games that are being played. This is probably going to be one of the best to watch early in the morning.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's amazing because it's similar to the Parrot Rainbow Footy Club that we have quite poor numbers in the under-17s, but both under-14s teams are quite strong here, and it should be a ripping game of footy, and I'll be interested in the result.
I certainly will be too. So that's a look at what is happening across the Edenhope-Apsley and Kaniva-Leeor games, the 4 games to be played. It is a real big chance for both clubs to register some wins across those grades, and for the Netty girls too to take each other on and renew some old acquaintances too, maybe from way back when they were playing in KNT. And you can hear this on our podcast, or you can also catch the report each week on 100.3 FM across regional South Australia and Western Victoria.